What is going on, guys, and welcome back to a Sonic Rangers video. I know it's been a long time. We haven't really done one in a long time, but hey, it's time to get back to formula, am I right? And this is unscripted. Please give me a break because literally the Sonic, the Why I Love Season 2 premiere was insane. So, you know what? Give me a break. I'm going to stutter if I want to. If you don't like it, you can go watch another video. Or go to another channel. I don't care. Anyway, guys, we got some news going on with Sonic Rangers, and it's not anything from a 4chan or Zippo or anything like that. It's actually from a video on YouTube, I believe. Let me look. Wait. Let me check my sources. Wait. All right. It's by a guy. I'm not cutting this out. It's by a guy that goes by the name of his handle, Daki or Daki, however you pronounce it. Not too sure. But he has 15 minutes of potential new Sonic 2022 information, Sonic Rangers leaks. That is the name of the video. I will link it in the description below so you guys can check out the full thing, because I'm not going to be talking about anything. Well, I will be talking about everything. I don't know why I said anything. I will be talking about stuff. I'm not going to be talking about everything that he talks about in this video, because then this video will be very, very long, almost as long as his. So I'm going to be talking about the basis of what I really want to cover, because these are the things that really stick out to me as far as Sonic Rangers and the things that I kind of want for Sonic Rangers. So let's get into that right now. Alright, so he first starts off saying that the title screen opens with a panoramic view. The same thing as Breath of the Wild does. When it opens up, you get this beautiful, beautiful view of like Hyrule and stuff like that. Why is my computer so loud? It sounds like a jet engine. But you can tell that this game is really taking a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild, almost mimicking it to the max, which I kind of don't have a problem with. I mean, a lot of games are doing it now. You see like games like Genshin Impact, Immortal Phoenix Rising taking a little bit from the Breath of the Wild formula, just making it a little bit better, or even expanding on it, with, you know, Genshin getting the pay to win aspect of it, Immortal Phoenix Rising just having more of a combat focused on the actual game itself. I don't know, I really haven't played the game. I do want to, but you know, I just don't want to spend full price on it. But I think that's really cool to see that, you know, we are going to get like a cool title screen instead of just like a simple title screen. As you know, one of my favorite title screens was actually Sonic Unleashed, where he just goes seamlessly into the world map. I love it. So hopefully they do kind of do the same thing here. It also says that enemies looks like Dark Souls, Breath of the Wild, and there's no badniks. So it seems like we're going a little bit more into the monster looking type of feel, almost like how it was in Sonic Unleashed. There should be a Sonic Unleashed counter of how many times we're going to mention Sonic Unleashed in this video, because it's going to be a lot. But basically how the Gaia monsters look like in the nighttime stages where you play the Werehog, I'm assuming that's what these monsters look like. If you ever played Dark Souls or Breath of the Wild, those monsters are usually looking like, you know, goblin looking like monsters, enemies. So maybe we'll get something like that. I believe that's what they were, you know, reaching for. So that's kind of cool, because I'm kind of tired of badniks. You know, I don't really want them anymore in the game. I kind of want new type of characters, so that's actually cool that we're getting like a new form of characters. You can buy things at the tower/shop, like the spin cycle, lightspeed dash, and the stomp attack. And the UI was like Forces, but it could be a placeholder. Now, I want to talk about the tower/shop, and I believe the tower is something similar to Breath of the Wild, where you go to the towers and you also get, you know, to unlock the map, basically, and see the rest of the map, which every game has done it. You know, Assassin's Creed started it, or basically multiplied it, so other games can do it. Spider-Man did it, you know, then Breath of the Wild did it. So now that Sonic's kind of doing it, I'm kind of getting a little bit irritated, but if that's what they want to do, that is fine. I'm totally fine with that. It's also cool that it is also a shop as well. Computer, you're rude. It's also cool that it is a shop, and one thing that I know is you can buy the spin cycle, which is exactly what we saw in the trailer, where he does this little circle move thingy that he does. So that's kind of weird that you're not gifted that, you actually have to buy it, or maybe they'll change that in final development. I don't know. You can also buy the Lightspeed Dash and Stomp Attack, you know, pretty standard stuff. Usually you don't have to buy, you just, you know, gain the ability to do it, but I don't know. Seems like they're going in a different direction as far as like upgrades and certain moves that are, you know, staples in the Sonic game. So it's a little bit different. So gonna get taken used to. There's a variety of enemies, not just one type. There's also a rock monster and a Lionel ripoff. AI is done very well. So if you guys don't know what the Lionel character is, it's very intimidating character from Breath of the Wild. It's also in the original Legend of Zelda. They just kind of brought it to Breath of the Wild where it's a little bit more menacing, and I hate them, and I can never beat them except for that one time where I got lucky. They're actually a very tough enemy. But it's cool that we're going to see different types of enemies and not just one type of enemies. That's why I said I'm kind of tired of the badniks. Even though there's different types of badniks, I'm kind of tired of seeing the same old enemy over and over again. So the variety of enemies is so great. Also, I want to go back to where it said in the last one, it said the AI is done well. That's one thing I had a problem with Sonic games. The AI is just stupid. I want a challenge as far as enemies, like, you know, Sonic Unleashed. What is that, 3 now? That's 3 times I said Sonic Unleashed. This has got to stop. But I do think that, you know, the AI needs to be done very well, and also just seeing the variety of enemies, you know, that's amazing. Level design was good but simple. It's usually what Sonic games are usually doing. As we know before from the other leaks, it said it's a combination of the Forces team and the Generations team / the Unleashed team. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe this is just an early test. They'll get it together if it's simple. I kind of want to challenge like Unleashed. Oh my gosh. If I mention Unleashed one more time, I'm going to be angry. Sonic believes that Eggman is the reason the environment looks the way it does, which basically him blaming, you know, the stuff with the cyberspace looking stuff. And I don't think that Eggman is really the cause of it. I believe there's someone else, because then we hear those other leaks where he was like, Sonic's on an island inhabited by other villagers and stuff like that, and then there's the ghost girl thingy going on. So I don't know what's really going on, but I'm really interested to see like where this story goes. I hope Eggman isn't the main villain. I think Eggman kind of needs a break. I know that he is the big bad, but I kind of want to see something different. Or even if he is, you know, the villain, make him, you know, the secondary villain, you know, as far as like, you know, in what's that game called? You know, like the main villain of Adventure 2. I mean, it was Eggman, but it was mainly Shadow. That was his main, you know, antagonist. Even Unleashed, sorry. Dark Gaia was the main, you know, big bad. But, you know, I do hope something like that will happen. I'm not saying I'm getting tired of Eggman, but I kind of want to see something new. Combat is very simple. Too simple. Button mashy, but, you know, people said that about Unleashed. So, you know what I mean? I think that's the 6th time I said Unleashed, so it's getting annoying. Also, they say Sonic uses punches and kicks, which is something that I've wanted Sonic to actually have for a long time. I feel like you should be able, like, to have, like, a slowdown thing. Not, like, a slowdown too much from his, you know, his speed, but he should be able to have some movesets where he's able to punch and kick, you know. Maybe still, like, some of the moves from, like, Smash Bros. Or something like that, to give him, like, a little bit more of a combat ambiance to his moveset. Instead of, you know, using the boost as a main attack, or the homing attack as a main attack. You know, I want to see some punches and kicks in there. I feel like it would be a little bit different from Sonic, you know. The only time we've seen Sonic fight was in Sonic the Fighter, so it would be cool to see him do something else. Game could have been in development since spring of 2017. There's also been talks of Sega of America using Unreal Engine, or in talks of talking to Epic to use the Unreal Engine, but it's not really sure. It's not even really sure if this game was in development since spring of 2017. We don't really know, but I mean, if that is the case, then that kind of makes me nervous, because when they say that they started so early, it kind of makes me a little bit nervous. They said the same thing about Forces, and we all know how Forces turned out. But I mean, this can be different. Since this is an open world game, it needs a little bit more time to be polished, to be worked on. So this can be a different story. This can be a huge turnaround as far as like how development goes at Sega and Sonic Team. Sonic's model didn't look like Force's model. CG trailer is pretty accurate to how he looks in the game. So how he looks in the CG trailer is what his model looks like in the game, and I'm glad that they're actually doing that, because I like the way his model looks in the CG trailer. He actually looks like Sonic instead of like closely looking like classic Sonic, which is what happens in Sonic Forces. It kind of irritates me. I don't like the way that Sonic looks in Forces. It irritates me. It bothers me. My favorite render of Sonic was possibly around the Generations Unleashed and Colors era. I feel like they really got how Sonic looked, and more specifically the Generations era. I loved how he looked in Generations. It was just perfect. He had longer quills, he was taller, his legs were longer. It just made him look different from what classic Sonic looked like, or any other Sonic for that being. So I hope that's what they keep going forward with and don't change his model in the final game. There are plans for DLC, such as like season passes for the game. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think that Sonic needs season passes or DLC. I mean, hell, we can't even get a good Sonic game. Why would we need a DLC if we can't get a good Sonic game as a base game? Maybe they're gonna try it out for a little bit, see how the base game does, and then if it does well, those plans for the DLC may move forward. Or maybe if it's like really bad and no one really accepts it well, maybe they'll cut and scrap the actual DLC plans. So here's to hoping that the base game is actually good and we get those DLC plans. I mean, it might be beneficial to the game. We might get new stories, new costumes, or whatever, anything like that, a new map or anything like that. So it's actually going to be pretty cool to see that happening if it does work out well for them. Gameplay, they basically kind of similar to Banjo-Kazooie or Sonic Jam, the Sonic World option on the game. Basically saying, how you would compare it if you didn't have to compare it to Breath of the Wild or Dark Souls or anything like that. They would say Banjo-Kazooie and the Sonic Jam Sonic World feature that's on Sonic Jam. If you ever played Sonic Jam, it was almost like a sandbox type of option that you can do on that game, where you can move around the Sonic in a 3D space. It was actually kind of the first time we ever saw Sonic move in a 3D space. If that's what they're aiming for as far as like the collectathon and the Banjo-Kazooie feel, I'm all for it. I love collectathons. I love collecting things. That's my type of game. I love A Hat in Time, which literally was a love letter to collectathons in the modern age. So I love it. If that's what they're gonna do for Sonic, yeah, sign me up. I'm actually really interested in that. So yeah. Last thing, they said the map size was humongous. That is a new word I just created right now. That's insane. But they said the map size is huge, which is really great. I need Sonic to have a big map. If you're gonna have this speed and this crazy momentum, if that's what's going on with Sonic, you're gonna have a big map. You can't have a looping map where you get bored of it because you're running around it so fast. You gotta have a pretty big map so Sonic can literally expand and keep running. I also want to see other islands, where you have to run across water to get to another side of the island. Like I want to see stuff like that, and not just one big island that you're stuck on and you can't get any further. So hopefully that's something that they will do. It's good to see that the map size will be big, and hopefully they will keep that in the final game. Then again, this is all speculation and leaks, so we don't really know if this is really confirmed. So there we go. Anyway, getting into my thoughts and my takeaways from this, even though I kind of already said it, but Sonic Rangers is a very crucial game right now, only because of the state of Sonic right now and the state of Sonic Team, state of Sega at this point. Oh man, they just released a Demon Slayer game. Well, they didn't release a Demon Slayer, they published the Demon Slayer game, they didn't develop it, but that's a good track record for them, even though they didn't make it. But to have their name a part of it, and it's doing kind of okay, that's great. The Yakuza games are doing great. Persona, we all know that, them partnering with Atlas and having Atlas under their wing, they're all doing well. But it's Sonic that's really, struggling right now to get back to form, back to where he needs to be. So this game is very crucial. The fact that it's a totally new type of gameplay, it's open world, it's not linear, it's not, the Forces Generations. I think it has a boost gameplay, but it's not focusing on the boost gameplay. So the fact that it is open world and not focusing on the boost gameplay, that is very crucial. This is a new step in direction for the Sonic franchise, for how Sonic games will be played. And Iizuka-san said if this works out, this will be how Sonic games will be made in the next decade. So, like I said, this is a big game. It's not something to just be like, it's Sonic. Like, this is something, if you're a Sonic fan, this is a very crucial and big game for for the franchise. So hopefully this does well. Hopefully it's not a flop like Forces. We need something that's really good almost to the standards of Unleashed in colors and generations. That time period was getting back on track on what Sonic was, and I hope that, you know, this isn't another Lost World situation where we are having a new type of style of gameplay, and now we're, you know, getting into the new style of gameplay and it fails just like Lost World. I hope that this brings new fresh life into the Sonic franchise, the way that, you know, the boost formula did, as far as, like, you know, having the boost formula in a 3D manner. So I hope that's what's going on here. I hope it does well. I can't wait to see more on it. I can't wait to see the actual gameplay trailer later on next year. I'm excited to hear more about this game all the time, so hopefully that's what we get into. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think about Sonic Rangers? Are you excited for Sonic Rangers? What are your thoughts about everything that we said here? And then, like, again, if you want to check out Daki's, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure you said it in the video and I was not paying attention. I'm not a horrible human being. I just have ADHD sometimes and my mind doesn't focus. But if you want to check out his video, it is down below in the description, so you guys can check out that full 15-minute gloriousness, where he basically explains, you know, the leaks that's been going on, and basically explains this information. So it's actually a very interesting video, so check it out. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Hey guys, if you like this video, why don't you leave a like? And make sure you subscribe and hit that post notification bell so you guys know when I always upload.